What's up, Define Nation and Highway for Health followers? Okay, the word for today, boss. Today was absolutely insane, and that's the only way that I can describe it. We started off the morning pretty early on with a shredded flat tire on the trailer, which had to be fixed. But what came out of that was kind of cool because we went to the place where the tire was fixed, and Bella was like the hit. I mean, you should have seen all these like big, grown, buff guys, right? And they're like, "Oh, Gucci, Gucci, goo!" It was totally cool. Then we traveled on to the city of Cuba, Missouri. Now, Cuba is known as the mural. I don't want to say capital, but definitely known for their murals of Route 66 and the amazing amount of artwork that is in the city itself. Again, we took Belle out because we wanted to take some pictures and kind of get some stuff. And man, she was the hit again. Everyone was all around her, and oh my God, is that a red-nosed pit? And you know, it was really super awesome, to be very frank with you. I am absolutely stoked about my miles today. Now, please don't get me wrong. I am tired and I am worn out, and I am going to go to bed very soon. But 102.12 miles in the Ozarks. So we entered the Ozark Mountains. This is our first mountain chain that we have to go through in order to get to Los Angeles and Santa Monica. Quite frankly, this is something that was in the back of my head. You know, did I train enough? Did I do the right things? That type of, thought process. And I'll be honest with you, it was very tough. But, and I'm not trying to stoke my own ego here, I handled it like a boss. I mean, it was amazing. I mean, you're going up, like bam, and then bam, and then bam, and then bam. And I think the difference between East Coast mountains and West Coast mountains, at least from what I have seen of West Coast mountains, West Coast mountains are bam, I'm going to give you everything I got, and then get to the top, and they're short, but they're very steep. Or East Coast mountains, they're grueling, they're long, and they're grueling, and they increase as you go up. There was one mountain today that we did 4.5 miles, and I took a picture whenever we got to the top, and it totally doesn't do justice to what that hill looked like. Beautiful exposed rock the whole way, but it was just, I'm going to start you off, it's a slow grade, and then I'm getting it more difficult, more steep. I'm going to plateau a little bit, still at a grade, up, I'm going to twist, I'm going to turn. It's really, let me tell you what, for my cyclist friends, you want a challenge, do Route 66 in Missouri, okay, the first part of Missouri. Rolling hills, and you don't think about it, but those rolling hills, they really take a little bit out of you each time. But there was one hill in particular where we got on a frontage road, and literally, I kid you not, I was afraid to lean too far to the right, that my bike was going to topple over. Because it was a banked hill, and we were coming up, and it was so incredibly steep. But today was awesome because it gave me a shot of confidence. This is a day that I needed to say, look, this is something that intimidates me. And you know what? It wasn't easy, but I got through it. And I didn't stop. I never walked one step up those hills. And it was awesome. And it was good. And it was something that I needed. And you know what? I'll take the 102 and change. It's another century to add to the list. I think I am doing well when it comes to mileage and pacing, and I feel good about that. We had headwinds today on top of the mountains. It was just it was good. The only thing we didn't have to deal with today really was the trucks, thank goodness, but we didn't have to deal with them. I look to tomorrow. We're going to go into the second half of the Ozarks tomorrow. I'm not saying it's going to be better or worse, but they loom and they're ominous. You come up over the hills and you see them, and they look so big, and it was funny because I was thinking to myself today, if any of you have ever seen Forrest Gump, and the scene where Lieutenant Dan and Forrest Gump are on their shrimp boat, and there's a terrible storm, And Lieutenant Dan is like, he's all, I hate the world, and, everything is terrible and awful. And, he's yelling at the top of his lungs in the middle of this storm. What else you got? Come on, God. What else you got? Throw it to me. And he's all like, and I don't want to be cocky. And I certainly know that this road can humble you very quickly. Very quickly. But that's kind of how I feel. Although I am tired, this is the first day that I feel like I've finished, that I am truly in attack mode. And not just I'm attacking, but I have a defense mechanism. It is, I'm excited. I'm excited about the next portion of the Ozarks. I'm excited to get to Kansas. For the first time, I'm thinking about the state in front of me, not just the next couple of miles in front of me, which is a significant emotional difference. And so I know this video is running long. I'm so sorry, guys. It was a great day. We are here in St. Robert, Missouri. You guys are more than welcome to Google where exactly that is. We went through the Mark Twain National Forest, which is awesome. Big hills. Go ahead and Google it. But really, really, really awesome. And I can't wait for tomorrow. And Bella's geared up because apparently she has her own fan club now. And yeah, and so that's what it is. So I hope to get another century tomorrow. And if I don't, you know what, that's okay. But I'm going to try my best, and that is going to be my goal. And yeah, and that's it. So good night, guys. And from St. Roberts, Missouri, motivated, dedicated, and highly recommended. Bye-bye.